So the weather's getting nicer outside. So me and Calissa have been outside, and we're having a lot of fun outside. But we didn't forget about you guys because we love you guys. So we're going to do double days tonight. So tune in for 2 jam-packed episodes of whatever I'm about to do, but enjoy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name of Chris Vick, and welcome back to The Game Lounge. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy Wednesday to everybody. The time is now 11:56 p.m. It's about to be Thursday, so shout out to everybody that's been enjoying themselves. Shout out to Calissa, going to 2nd grade now. We have a 2nd grader on our hands. Today she had a little, end of the year party, and me and her mother went to go see it. It was really dope. Very happy for her. Proud of her. Good job, Calissa. We got a 2nd grader. Very proud of that. Also, other good news for tonight's viewing pleasure, we have Batman Arkham Asylum and Road Redemption, so stay tuned in for both episodes. They'll be up tonight. I'm not going to bed until I do them. And I do them right. But if you guys had tuned into the last episode, you would know that we wound up, finally getting outside from, following Bulls' trail when it came to us trying to track down Jim Gordon. But since we're outside now, we'll get a better chance of being able to find out a way to continue tracking Gordon. So let's see how that works out. There's never a fucking sun in Gotham. I swear to God, there's never a sun in Gotham. No. Damn, that's bright as shit. Yo, when that detective mode turns on, tell me if it's just me, but that's bright as fuck. Jesus Christ. It's a stun gun for your TV. He's going to start fucking with the car. Car is this way. To the left. He doesn't to talk to you about. Damn it. Not this way. It's the other way, isn't it?
What?
Huh?
If anyone can hear me, send
well, either way, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy, like I said, Wednesday to everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are enjoying the day. It was a really good day today and stuff like that. Like I said, Calissa graduates. She's not going to 2nd grade. She doesn't go back to school until after August 20th, which is a lot of good days to just do some shenanigans stuff. And I, for one, am down. I'm a buffoonery person myself. I said you can look up all you want. But yeah, definitely looking forward to just having a good summer and stuff like that. It's one of those episodes I'm trying to think about what to talk about. Well, let me talk about that new Invincible game that wound up coming out. Let's talk about it. I am a huge fan of the Invincible series. Shout out to Amazon for that because they wound up making a very private TV show. And then what came about was a bunch of other games that, had the idea of what they felt like Invincible was. Now, Invincible, hands down, is a open world style type of game. I'm just saying that now because of the fact that I feel like I don't know if the 3-on-3 fighting thing, like the way Dragon Ball Fighter Z was, that's kind of what they're trying to do. And I'm not mad about the fact that they did that. It looks good. But we already have a game that's kind of like that. Like Bandai Namco did a wonderful job at Spark and Zero. Let's not even talk about it. That game is pixel perfect, straight up, full adaptation, everything. That thing is awesome. Like, nah.
I need to search the area around the Batmobile. There could be a clue as to where she took Gordon.
Is it this? Totally is. Ha! Tobacco.
Gordon's favorite tobacco. Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow.
Alright, so we're going to continue following the trail to get to Gordon. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, so they wound up making a, you know, Dragon Ball Fighter Z version of Invincible, which wasn't a bad idea. Like I said, they did a good job at the combat, and you know, you get a sense of how it is to, you know, truly handle these characters and stuff. Because I think one of the last games I saw, which wasn't also a bad idea, it was, you know, it was a choice of what you liked. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it was a more of a, it was what kind of game was it? Hold on. It was one of those point-and-click strategic games. Excuse me. It was one of those point-and-click strategic games that you had wind up following the rules for and stuff. And not to say that's a bad thing, but it didn't give the full potential of what the game really could be. And I feel like if Rocksteady or if EA were to get their hands on another Superman game title, then it'd have been great. Well, Rocksteady didn't get it, but Rocksteady did the Batman games, and, you know, shout out to them, of course. It's gonna hurt you way more. It's gonna hurt you. You just ugly. I wish I could hit the square button for the knockout smash, but we didn't learn a knockout smash until Arkham City, so you're fucking lucky. You're lucky I didn't cave in your ass through your chest. Let's keep following the trail. So they made the game, and I like it. However, open world is definitely more immersive. EA had wound up making a Superman Returns game years ago for the 360. I still have that game to this day. And it's a fire title. Like, you have the ability to go over 60,000 square miles of Metropolis. And the game was, of course, small data. It didn't take much memory to run and save and play all that extra stuff. It was a wonderful game. I would still play it to this day. Now, the combat is kind of janky. They could have did a better job. There's times where Superman looks like he's dyslexic, and nothing against dyslexic people. But Superman was not like that when he started. So it wasn't a bad game, but it just felt like, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that he flew, he probably would have had better combat. But they were focused on that more. And that makes sense because, you know, majority of what you'll be doing is traveling across the city to fight different aliens and stuff, or whatever the case is. Bink! So that's just how that works. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna save us the trouble. I already know that's not the way to go. Harley will be sitting there or whatever. He'll be behind the door. I gotta find a false part of the roof. Is it to the left? No, it's to the right. Oh, almost fell off the roof. Let's see, find a false piece of roof. We are good to go. Wait a minute. I know there's something about that too. Oh yeah, it was the left. I knew what I was talking about. I said it right though. Fuck. Yeah, the open world games definitely have to be superhero games. Like, you can't lose with those. You cannot lose with those type of games. And I felt like Rocksteady did a really good job when it came to the freedom and the longevity of the glide. When it came to playing Batman Arkham Knight, it was perfect. It was pixel perfect. It was clear. It looked realistic as hell, even though it was on a PS4. They did a wonderful job with that. So they just got to take that same idea and put it towards the Invincible game. Now, if the Invincible game was open world, I'm telling you, people would be eating the game up. And that's what made me mad, because it's like, okay, this is a good game. It looks good. It's worthy of being a game. But did you have to make it like the same format as other games? Street Fighter's done that. Marvel vs. Capcom does that. Tekken damn near does that. Fatal Fury does that. The recent discovery of, what other game I was talking about? The Mortal Kombat does that. And so it's just an annoying level of, like, you're not really putting too much effort to it. And it's like, if you wouldn't have repeated the same movement or whatever as another developer. You would have chose a different route. If I had the hands on Invincible, I would have did an open world game without no question. Because it'd have been just fire, being able to be Omni-Man and actually go through the moments of fighting with the Guardians of the Globe, and then doing button command inputs in order to do the things that he did to Red Rush and Lady Liberty and then the Immortal. Like, it'd have been fire. Would it have been gruesome? Yeah. But then we played a whole bunch of other scarier shit. So it's like, bro, give me a break. So I just feel like they kind of just didn't put their best foot forward when it came to the logical choice, which was the open world. Because I know I would have did that shit without a question. Can I hit him? I can't. Oh, fuck. Got him. He gotta lose me. Ah, fuck. Hold on. Come on. Damn it. Can I catch you? Do it. Uh-huh. Another one bites the dust. Ah, shit. Damn it. Ain't no smoke pellets, right? No. Play this first one after the second one, Chris. Everyone does that. So, like I said, the game looks good. The 3-on-3 versus thing, it's just it's a downsize to what you really could have did. I feel like they were lazy with it. It's a good idea because of the combat. Invincible is known for its very fluid combat scenes and just its gore and straight, just visceral action. So if they can utilize that, then they don't lose. But then you know what else has visceral action and very good combat? Mortal fucking Kombat. So you already did it. Not to say that you can't do it again, but Mortal Kombat has about a decade and a half of that same fucking move. Like, you know, the word fatality only came from there. If you heard fatality anywhere else, it was copyright. It was copyright. You know it was. And how you know it was copyright is because it didn't even feel right saying anything else. Let you say Hadouken during a Fatal Fury game. I'm slapping the shit out you. Because you know that's not even the appropriate word to say for that. So it's like, bruh, nah, man. I should have got the inverted thing. He's terrified. Stay there. Sit back down. No. Sleep. Fucking idiot. Oh yeah, now I get the chance to also finally talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh boy. Nintendo, I am extremely pissed off at you. You may never hear my rant, but I'm definitely here to tell you, like, Nintendo is doing a very stupid job right now. Now, granted, within 3 days, they sold over 3.5 million copies, which makes it the most fastest selling Nintendo console ever sold. So that is commendable. Very commendable. I commend that 100%. What I don't commend is the fact that all I'm going to do is buy a new console and only get 1 or 2 GameCube games and Mario fucking Kart World when I already still got Mario Kart. Nah, it's not enough. It's not enough. The Donkey Kong game is coming out in July. The Donkey Kong Bonanza game, which looks great. It gives the Super Mario Odyssey feel. I got a handful of hope for that one. So that sounds pretty reliable and stuff like that. But I'm just worried about the fact of whether or not it will last, because of the fact that I felt like they blew up the expectation of the console for it to not really like live up to its name, even though it just might have, but I feel like it didn't. I feel like it could have did a little better. Like, I know Nintendo has the potential. Like, their creativity is amazing. That's why I love Nintendo, because think about it. They were the ones that made the first foldable handheld. They wound up making the first 3D handheld without the glasses. Now you got a console that you could take with you on the go and dock it to the TV and stuff like that. And it's got YouTube and Crunchyroll and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, nah, Nintendo is the kings of creativity. But when it comes to them making decent hardware, it's not enough. the Joy-Con drift was definitely one of the most annoying things to have to deal with when you had a Nintendo Switch. It was something you feared. I'm pretty sure everybody that wound up getting a Nintendo Switch was like, I hope this shit doesn't drift. I really hope it don't, because if it does, it's going to be fucking annoying, and that's going to mess up my gameplay. I had a drifting Joy-Con myself, so it's like, I completely get it. But in my head, I was like, nah, that can't fucking happen. So I wound up getting more Joy-Cons, but the Joy-Cons was just running up in prices. So I was like, oh, hell no. Ain't nobody trying to fucking do this right now. So I'm not gonna get the Nintendo Switch right now either. I'm not getting the Switch 2. And the reason why I'm not is because of the fact that, hold that thought. Calm down, Doc.
What's going on?
But yeah, so I'm not getting the Switch 2 right now. I feel like I'll be getting the better hardware, but just for the same previous games. And it's like, no, I don't want to play the previous games. Like I'm only playing the previous games on the 5 because of the fact that it winds up having the capabilities to record on the console. To be honest, I play my Switch way more than I play the PS5. But I record mainly on the 5 because the 5 allows me to record my videos like straight verbatim. Bro in the wall though, is he okay? Two-step. I don't even know. What are you doing?
There are still more medical staff that need my help.
I know. Well, can't walk out the door. I gotta walk out this big ass hole in the wall. Yeah, so Nintendo didn't give out enough content, in my opinion, to purchase the Nintendo Switch 2. It's not enough. Like one game of Mario Kart World, cool. Nobody wants to drive all day. And if you do, then that's, respectful. And I respect their honesty, but shit, even I would get tired. I would want to fight and punch something or whatever the case is. Like Smash Bros is the perfect adaptation of everything. Even if they don't go about making another Smash, I feel like they should, just sharpen it or whatever on the Switch 2. But then also just throw out one last DLC pack. I feel like just go all out and just get some of the weirdest people. Finally put Waluigi in Smash. Just fucking do it already. Boys out here suffering. Just do it. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. But yeah, it's a different timeline when it comes to what games are now. And I feel like the expectation of them wanting to try and sell the console is taken away from the fact that they make the console fun. Like now it just feels like a profit. I'm just trying to get the most up-to-date system. Consoles are starting to feel like Jordans. But then you don't get Jordans off the strength that everybody else got Jordans. You get them because you hear the flyest things on the block. But to be honest, if you got Jordans, but then you got another pair of shoes, there's shoes that are cheaper than Jordans that'll probably last twice as long as Jordans because they chose to have it at an affordable price. Watch your head, son. So that's what I was talking about. Me, bow, crunch. Nigga came down with the knees. Oh no. Alright, let's see. We can hurry this up. Good. Open salami. So, like I said, I also was told about the fact that, I don't know if it's 100% true, but I was told about the fact that the Nintendo Switch was also using old parts, which is very, very disrespectful. How do you go about expecting us to put full money towards a device that is still using previous parts? If you're going to use previous parts in my new system, I might as well just keep my first system. That's just my opinion. If you don't want to put the old parts in my car, just leave my entire car alone. I don't need the RGs. I don't need to go about having a reason why I can't operate shit. But that's because of the fact that you want to be... What the fuck? Come on now. Look at bro dangling for his life. I'm gonna try and save him. But I think he winds up being a key component for something. Oh yeah, this one.
I can't let that man die. I have to clear the room of toxins
Oh.
as quickly as possible.
I could have saved it. Never mind. Yeah, so game console has to be a little bit more worthy of the time. Other than that, it's not going to wind up catching my attention. The games that's on there now are dope, but then I currently have them on my old Switch. Once Nintendo comes out with a good enough amount of games, or they give me a reason to want to get the Switch too, I will. But until then, I'm definitely not going to do it. So they can definitely wait. Fly away! Yeah, there we go. That's the next one. Okay, cool. I always save cash and everything. Hey, Doc. Time, motherfucker.
We lock him up, he gets out, and more people die. 'Cause I just had 1 minute alone with that animal.
I know. You put your hook in his ass. Don't tell me again. Was it this door I went through? I think so. Yeah, it is.
There are still medical staff needing my help.
Well, we're going to wind up doing the next episode real quick, but we're going to save this for next time on the Game Lounge. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Excuse me for being so late for the gameplay and whatnot, but I was definitely enjoying the time outside. But I'll make sure I'm on point from this point here on out. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And any game ideas you might have, please send them to us. We'd love to try them out. Don't be shy. Pitch me an idea. Who knows? I might like it. You might like it. The loungers might like it. Send me a fucking idea. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Road Redemption is coming up next, so just stay tuned. And until next time, game it to your sleep. Wee.